All right, order in the court, order in the court. Court is now in session. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Yeah, big news around the country. If you're an American citizen, Judge Brett Kavanaugh has just been nominated and been entered to be confirmed as a court justice of the Supreme Court, highest court in the land. And that's very, very exciting news for some people. And for other people, it's just very, very sad, disappointing news. In case you don't know, if you're living under a rock, if you're not politically active or conscious, Brett Kavanaugh was under immense scrutiny. He was put under, he was selected by President Trump to be the next Supreme Court justice. And then all of a sudden, a sexual assault charge came upon him. And that just caused all kinds of mayhem. I mean, how could we have someone who has a sexual assault charge on his record be on the Supreme Court, right? How do we, how can we trust this guy, this shady character? In America, we do believe in second chances. This is a land of opportunity for people to redeem themselves, especially being a Christian nation. We believe in second chances, but we also want to make sure that this is not an inbred characteristic of a person that is stubborn there and that stays that way. We hope that he does have radical transformation, that he can admit guilt, express truth, and be honest with who he is and who he has been through and through. He didn't express anything that had happened to him, or that he didn't admit to any of these things. So we kind of have to take his word. It's far past the statute of limitations, from what I understand. I don't know all the facts. It's just my opinion from watching fake news media and whatnot. And so it's all biased, so it's really tough to get the real true information. And there was no court hearings, again, past statute of limitations. There was some FBI investigations. There was no official findings. It came down to the last vote or two in, I believe, the Senate. And so the poor woman who accused them, she took it back to when this thing happened in high school. And she was there, I believe, with 2 or 3 other people. Her longtime best friend doesn't recollect the event, so totally discounts this woman's accusation, and it makes it really tough. And there's no proof, and there was just some weird stuff about she was afraid to fly. And I watched a 10-minute clip of the highlights on a video that someone posted, and it just didn't seem like her story held up. And so I felt bad for her, because if this is a situation that actually is truth, we don't want someone like that out there on the Supreme Court, especially because he lied about it, if that's the case. So I feel bad if that's the case, and hopefully our country, God's country, can recover from it, and God willing it will. Or if this woman has a neuroticism, a neurotic thing, even though she's a clinical psychologist, she could have some deep fear or lie or something. And so bless her, and hope that that's clear, that it comes into the light of day, and that she can be healed and mentally and physically. And if that trauma did take place and it wasn't him, and it was mistaken identity, then please, I pray that she is healed from that, and the persecutor, that God will deal with him. So those are my thoughts on it. But as far as we're concerned, we just got to have good faith that what has happened, what has transpired, is for the good of the country, the good of the nation, and that it's a good thing. So thanks for watching. Those are my thoughts. God bless America, and love with freedom.